Yes, I did. I invited people to speculate whether or not it was ever intended to work. And it's part of a philosophy that I've been using for the last couple of years, really, that, keep it simple. Simple explanations seem to help here. And I think the Rwandan plan didn't work because it wasn't ever intended to work. We are now, and it seems likely we will remain subject to the European Court of Human Justice. So, with that in mind, the architects of the Rwanda plan had to have known in advance and all along that any attempt that might be made to send someone seeking asylum to Rwanda would be cast down by that court. So bringing that plan forward was always and only an exercise in futility. You talked there about the irrelevancy and impotency of our political system, and it being a sham, and our noses being rubbed in something. And I would say it becomes increasingly difficult to avoid drawing the conclusion that what is happening now in so many spheres is what is meant to happen. And I think as individuals and collectively, we can free ourselves of a lot of the troubling disbelief and incomprehension if you just go for Occam's razor and say, well, if it's happening this way, it's because someone wants it to happen this way.
Yeah, I think that's actually a very good way of putting it, Neil. What I find disturbing is that you get the feeling the elites know all this. As you say, this is what they want to happen. I was very struck by one thing from that European Court decision, which said they were concerned that as Rwanda was not within the jurisdiction of the European Court, that they didn't know, they wouldn't be able to do anything about whatever happens in Rwanda. So it's almost as if Britain is not free. Now, Britain is not free to enter into relations that are non-European. I mean, Rwanda's part of the Commonwealth, for good or ill. The Commonwealth is 54 countries. It's a third of the world's population. But apparently, because it's not subject to the European Court, we can't do any deals with Commonwealth countries. That's complete rubbish, isn't it?
Well, yes. I think in a certain significant way, we never have left the European Union. I think we're invited to think that the little relic tails, the dotted lines that continue to connect us there, for example, the European Convention on Human Rights and the court, we were invited to think, well, that didn't really matter. Don't look over there. Look over here at all the other exciting potential. I think the truth of it is that when it comes down to it, when it really matters, we're still under the bailiwick, we're in thrall to decisions that are being made in Europe.